I'm Russ Randall, and I'm your Philly Gourmet web chef. And today we're going to make a sandwich that has become famous throughout the Northeast. Yes, that's right, it is the Philly steak and cheese. And thanks to the great folks at Philly Gourmet, we're able to make our own authentic Philly cheesesteak subs right here in our own home. So, I'm sure you're hungry, so let's get started. All right, I think we're ready to go. We've got everything out that we need to make our Philly cheesesteak sub. Now make sure that you get a nice fresh pack of rolls to go with your sub because it really finishes off and makes it a great sub. We've got our sliced onions here, our sliced bell peppers, and our cheeses. We want to make sure that we get a nice thin type of sliced cheese. You can go with American, you can go with Swiss, you can go with mozzarella. My favorite is mozzarella, so that's what we're going with here. A little bit of salt and pepper for some seasoning, a little bit of oil just to make sure that we have something to, that should be enough. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and put in these onions. And let's see, we're going to put in a little bit of these peppers. Now, a couple of things for you to remember while you're taking and finishing up your vegetables here. So you don't want to cook these too long because then they'll get a little bit too mushy, but you'll find the right spot in there. So as far as the steaks go, you don't want to take and bring those steaks out to the last minute where you're able to put them right into the pan. Yep, these are just where I want them to be. All right. I like to take and put my vegetables that I've sauteed. I want to keep them warm for when I actually put them on my sandwich. So I'd like to take and put them in a little bowl with a lid so they stay warm. And so I can come back to them in a couple of minutes and they'll go right on there and they'll still have that pop that you want them to have. If you have a bigger stove, you're able to do all this at one time. But for me, I'm usually good at doing one thing at a time. All right. So we've got those all done. Put a lid on that, make sure that that stays closed. I want those to stay good and warm. All right, so I think we're ready for our steaks. Let me get those. All right, now here's the good part. The Philly Gourmet sliced steaks. Now these, you can see they come individually wrapped, so you can take out however many you want to cook at one time, put the rest of them back into the freezer. I'm just going to take out 2 servings right now and put these back. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take and put these in the pan side by side one another. Now it's very important while you're cooking these that they cook rather quickly. You don't want to overcook them. About 45 seconds on one side to a minute. We'll do them real good on one side, and then we'll give them a nice little flip. Alright, you can take your tongs here, and they're about ready to flip. So I'm going to take and grab them here. Just give them a little flip right over, just like that. And right here, just like that. Alright, now we want to take our cheese. It's time for our cheese. We want to take this thin sliced mozzarella cheese, is what I'm putting on there. Put it right on one side of one of those steaks there. Now what we need to do is we need to take this other slice right here. We need to take and put that on top of that other slice. Just like that. So that cheese melts all nice and mushy, gushy in between there. Put that in the middle of our heat right there. And cover that up for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now we don't want to overcook these because they'll get all dried out. You want them to keep nice and juicy. And that's where the great taste comes from. We'll check on it in about a minute. All right, I think we're there. They can turn that heat off. I'm going to grab one of these nice fresh sub rolls here. Break that open there. I'm going to take this. I want to slide that right across that thing there. Slide it in there. Make sure we get that meat good and inside that roll there. Now we're going to go back to our peppers and onions here. Can't forget those. Work hard on those. Take a little bit of those. I'm going to put those right in between that meat there. A little bit more because I love that pepper and onion taste. And ladies and gentlemen, you just made yourself your first Philly cheesesteak sub. I hope you enjoy.